Welcome back to Dave and Audrey does a little bit of outdoors, and what a morning. It's after, I've lost track of the storms, I think it was Arwen or something like that it was called. We weren't too badly affected, bit of snow on the ground which is really nice. It was a beautiful walk coming up, just so nice to get some snow under your feet. So we're back up into the kind of woods quite close by, and we're going to put the hammock up. I'm going to get my little wood burner, cook a burger roll, pretty standard form, fill you all in a little bit with regards to kind of what we've been up to over the last wee while. Feels like a lot's been happening, so I'll fill you in with that. I'll talk you through my little stove, talk you through, I'm going to sling up my DD frontline hammock, so I can talk a little bit through that as well. Some of you have probably seen some of this sort of stuff in some previous videos. If you're new to the channel, what we're really about, just trying to get outdoors, into the fresh air, share a little bit of that experience with you guys at home. Some of you might not be able to get out as much for whatever reason, so it's really just nice to share a little bit of kind of what we're into with you guys at home. So I really appreciate everyone's support. If that sounds like maybe you're into that, please hit the subscribe button. We're slowly creeping up, and yeah, we're keen to build the channel. We're going to get to 1,000 followers by the end of this year. I've got my visualization on, so listen, I'm going to sling up the hammock, I'm going to prep a bit of wood. I mean, after the storms up here, I mean the wood, I mean, this is all just dry standing. It's like, but there's something so special about setting your fire and smelling that smoke and just connecting with the woodland. And I mean, this is all kind of new stuff, but it's what we've got, and it's really just about enjoying it. If it's on your doorstep, get out, find a wee spot, enjoy being outdoors. So I'll crack on and get set up. The DD Frontline comes with a built-in mosquito net, and never really kind of got much use of it. And I was planning to do some winter, but I can't really get the dog into this hammock. It's too tight and too uncomfortable, so neither of us get much sleep if we're both huddled into the hammock. So need to kind of rethink that, but I'm going to hold on to it because you can reverse the hammock so the mosquito net is underneath, so you can just use it as a standard, which is really nice for a day like today to catch some winter sun. So I'm just going to get her a little bed off the snow. I normally just put a simple shoelace knot just to start. You get a wee sheltered spot like this in the sun, with your hammock up in the winter, snow on the ground. That's what I'm talking about right there. This is the life. Getting outside. I'm still doing my cold water. Check out my previous video, called it kind of Wim Hof or something like that. Because see, even when I'm away like today, I'm looking forward to going home for my cold water plunge. There's something really kind of therapeutic about it. So I'd really recommend it. I managed to get in the sea. So last week I was up in St Andrews and I went down to the outdoor pool. It was proper. My hands were really sore, but again, it was nice. And especially on the back of it, if you have a bath or a hot shower, that really kind of helps with all the kind of vasal stuff. So, but yeah, I'm just loving this. I mean, the sunshine, the snow, and I don't even have my thick coat on. She's nice and cosy in the sun. She's off the snow and the twigs, and she's on tinfoil with a blanket, so she's absolutely chilling. She's got a nice lunch. So I'll fill you in with a bit of what's been happening. Obviously, I lost my dad a couple of weeks ago, so again, thanks again for everyone's support. That was a really tough time. I had his funeral, and then we had an interment up at my mum's grave, so that was all very emotional and very hard. But everyone's been really supportive, and I managed to get some time off work, and which has been really helpful as well. It's allowed me some time to process that and kind of work through all that. So, and then in the midst of it all, I'm actually changing jobs. So I'm actually starting in a couple of days with a small charity that's based in Edinburgh, and we're looking at rolling out this kind of prevention model, primarily trying to kind of support young people to slow down when they start drinking alcohol and smoking. In Scotland, we've got real issues around a lot of this. Young people tend to start 12, 13, 14 is commonplace, where young people are getting drunk, smoking, etc. And it's really worrying. So we're looking at how we can try something that they used up in Iceland to really address some of those issues by pulling together data on schools and family and leisure activity, and by pulling it all together and having the young people in the centre of it. Across in Iceland, they've gone from being one of the worst countries to one of the best. So we're really confident that we can replicate that. So I'm really excited, and I'm going to be going through Edinburgh a bit, which is kind of home turf for me. So that'll be nice, and really looking forward to it. It'll be a new challenge. It's a big task, but there's a lot of people that are really interested in getting behind it. So it's very much a kind of collaboration. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll keep you posted through the channel. So. Yeah, it's nice for me to share kind of what's going on in my life as well. I find that really quite therapeutic. So thanks again for everyone's kind of sort of feedback and comments and support over the time. So yeah, the YouTube channel is just kind of a bit of fun, but it really kind of pushes me to get out and make a little bit of content, hopefully content that people can relate to or enjoy. So yeah, me and the dog getting out. Sometimes we've been having some technical glitches. There's been a couple of films that haven't uploaded right, and April's looked at it, I've looked at it. I don't know what's kind of going on, but we've got a new little microphone which I think is going to help with the sound. So apologies for anything that doesn't look particularly good, but it's a wee bit kind of amateur night down here at Dave Does Outdoors just now. But there's a couple of exciting projects on the horizon as well, which I'll fill you in. And we're just going to sort of keep getting out. I want to get out in the Scarp. I've not been out in the Scarp one for months. I've been using the smoky hot tent, but again, I mean, getting that wee fire on in that hot tent a day like today, mintered. So that's a bit of a kind of whistle stop tour, wee bit of an update as to kind of what's been going on. A lot. So I've not been I've just been trying to kind of relax, spend some time with the family, get out and about. I've not been out on my bike for ages. I enjoy a long cycle. I haven't been out on my bike, so but yeah, that's me. Kind of bow saw and made this little kind of wooden plywood sheath just to protect it, because it's quite abrasive, the blade, and because it's plywood, it doesn't really weigh much. I don't know how many grams, I can't be bothered weighing it, but simple little kind of just tie both. I left it kind of hollow just to keep the weight down. And this, you know, these wee fold up things are alright, but it's starting to get chillier now. I'm going to prep a little wood, probably get the stove on. Once you get into the core, it's really nice and dry, so it's worth axing it a bit. Splitting it kind of doesn't take. But kind of, I think, I've never used a bush box, but I think probably just as efficient. So, a couple of lighters, one for standby. Always make sure that you've got multiple lighters. And then just start building it up. Melt that cheese a little bit. Simple little cheeseburger. Bit of tiger loaf. Yum. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's nice. Coming up. There's my guy. There's my baby. Perfect. We've both had some nice food. I've had a coffee. We had some steak last night, so she got some fat and some bits and pieces from a steak, which she really enjoys, obviously. She's going to get comfy, aren't you? You going to sit down? She does all this pawing at my face to try and get me to touch, just to stroke her. Alright, alright, alright. In you go, in you go, in you go. Simple double knot, shoelace knot, which is really easy to do. And these come with decent strappings. You don't need the daisy chain ones are easier, but as a starter hammock, these little DD things are really adequate. Right, guys. Oh, that was nice. That was really, really nice. Nice to get out into the fresh air. Virtually no wind. It's been warm enough to have a couple hours chill. Nice bit of lunch. I can hear my friend, the buzzard. I can see it just hovering through on the thermals on the edge outside the wood there, look. Three of them up there, look. Right in the sun where you can't. Oh, amazing. That's got me a wee bit. Three of them. Right. We're going to have a trek. Do a little bit of filming, but we're going to switch off quite soon. Just wanted to get out, get some fresh air, connect with the woods again. So listen, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed today. Just been a little bit of lunch, bit of hammock, bit of chill. We'll get out next weekend in either the Scarp, might even get it up here. I've camped here before, not sure. Or the hot tent, which I'm really enjoying in the winter. So from me and from this little one, hope everyone's taking care out there, and we'll see you on the next trip.